I'm Jess, and today I have a book review for you of Passenger by Alexandra Bracken. I just finished this book this morning, so it's like really fresh in my head. I should also have an As I Read video coming in soon, maybe. I'm not sure whether I'll actually put it up, but I filmed an As I Read video reading Passenger. So Alexandra Bracken is one of my favourite authors. I love the Darkest Mind series. I've read it through twice and I absolutely loved it both times. It was so great. I haven't reread In the Afterlight yet though. I might have to do that soon. But it's one of my favourite series. So Alexandra Bracken coming out with a new book was so exciting for me. I was so excited. I could not wait. So when I heard it was about time travel, I've only read one book about time travel and I really enjoyed that. So I don't know why I've never read anything else about time travel. But I find time travel just gets on my head a bit, but I try not to focus on it. Like, I watched Doctor Who and it gets a bit like, oh, I don't understand how this is possible. But then I'm also like, it's fiction, I don't care. So I just don't think about it, and that was sort of how I felt about this. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I loved it. The main character, Etta, is a violinist from our time, and she doesn't know she's a time traveller, and then she gets sent back in time and meets a girl called Sophia, who has basically kidnapped her, and a boy named Nicholas, who used to be a slave. It's like, is it the 18th century or something? Maybe 17th. I'm not sure. It's like the 1700s. And he's a pirate, and so the first nearly half of a book is set on the boat, and I really liked that because it was like, just because they were just travelling, it was just Etta getting to know about time travelling and Etta getting to know like Nicholas and Sophia and all the crew members that we never see again. But it was like, it was a good character development section of the book and I really enjoyed that. But there's a lot more to the story, but you don't get to the actual point of the story until 50% in, so it's difficult to say what's a spoiler and what's not, because I'm not sure if the middle bit's a spoiler, but that's all I'm going to say. It's about time travel, she's on a boat with a pirate, and yeah, I liked that there was a lot of diversity in this book, with Nicholas being a black man who used to be a slave in a time where most black men are slaves. He was very aware when he was time travelling of how it would seem, like how much attention he would get in each individual timeline, and the timelines he'd never been to, like, he was just really anxious about it. He was like, I don't want to bring any unnecessary attention, and Etta was always not understanding that a lot, because she lives in our day where you're not, like, I'm not saying that racism isn't a thing, it's definitely a thing, but like, it's not like it was in the 1700s, like, where they're like, why are you not a slave, you can't own a boat. And it was very difficult to watch, but I really enjoyed that was an element, because it's going to be an issue for Nicholas when he's travelling through time. When people don't see black people all that often, he's not going to be able to fit in as much with the time period as like Etta can, with just changing her clothes and doing her hair a different way. I really enjoyed that. I think it was a very important thing to put in there, and it wasn't just like, oh yeah, we have a black character just for the sake of it. It was like, he's just black and that's an issue for him because of the way he lives, but if he lived in our day it wouldn't be an issue. And I really liked the romance. I think it, even though the story only takes place over like a week or something, after the boat, I think it was really well paced. It wasn't like, oh, we're meant to be together straight away and we're gonna kiss now. It was like they both sort of knew they had the chemistry, but knew that they were from different times, and it was sort of weird to see Nicholas was so intrigued by her and wanted to know so much about her at our time, and I really enjoyed that. I did also enjoy the villains of the light something, I've forgotten their names, whatever they're called. I enjoyed them. I thought that the old man was a brilliant villain, and he was sort of just faceless, and you saw him, like, you met him like for like a period of like 20 minutes and then he was just sort of in everybody's heads, like, we can't let the old man win and stuff like that, and he sort of is just the embodiment of the time travelling society, which I really enjoyed as well. The the time travelers are like 4 different families, but there's one time traveler that is like the head of the most powerful family, has been like taking all the other families in and absorbing them into his own, and he just wants ultimate power, and they've been changing time to get this ultimate power, and it's just really interesting to see what people will do for power, and I really enjoyed it. So that was my review of Passenger by Alexandra Bracken, and I will see you next time. Goodbye!